I'm sorry. I'm talking in mute. 1 minute, just 1 minute, guys. Right. Okay. So this is the task, Nisarg. You have to patch SQL Server 2022. Like in the morning, we did patching using GUI, graphical user interface. So now the task is you have to patch SQL Server 2022 with the latest cumulative update using command prompt. So what is the command you have to give to
Okay.
patch SQL Server 2022? This is the task. Let's see who is going to complete first by tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Fine, guys. Okay, so today we'll discuss about very important topic, guys. Very important topic. Okay, which is security. Okay, which is security. So in the last class we discussed about types of patchings, types of updates, precautions that you have to take before patching and after patching, how to patch it, how to remove patch, what is the process of patching. Can anyone tell me the process of patching quickly? We don't have time. Quickly, what is the process before patching? Not precautions I am asking, what is the process?
We need to check the
We need to check the
pre-checks.
no, I'm asking
Version.
process.
Version.
Sorry.
Version. We have to
We
check.
have to check the version.
First we need to
No, see, I'm not asking precautions, patching precautions or pre-checks. I am asking what is the process. If I want to patch one SQL server, what is the first step that we have to do? Forget about precautions.
Download the
We have to check free space and all. No, I'm not asking those precautions. I'm asking what is the process involved in patching one SQL server.
first we
That
need
takes the
to
permission from the server owner.
Correct. First, I have to send an email to the business owner or server owner or application owner. All are same only. Okay. So this list you will get it from the inventory. So first you have to send an email. You have to ask the suitable time to patch the SQL server, and he has to approve this downtime activity. Please be muted. Please be muted. Okay, so you have to ask the downtime approvals. Once it is approved, once customer responded, okay, you can do at this time and all, then using that schedule you have to create a change request. That change request will go for cab approval. Once the change is approved, then you have to complete all the precautions, pre-checks and all. Okay, then you can proceed to patch, guys. Okay, so these are the main things that we'll discuss during patching. And even patching, if anyone is asking how to patch the SQL server, everyone can tell, guys, you can download the patch file, you can copy to the server, and you can open the patch file, run as administrator, next patch. These three lines of answer everyone can tell. But if you explain with the process, guys, always, this is the best hint I am giving it to you, always try to extend the interview as much as you can with the known things. He is asking how to patch the SQL server. You can explain patching for 5 to 10 minutes, guys. You can explain the patching with 5 to 10 minutes. In 5 to 10 minutes, you can explain the patching. So he will be, one thing is you are killing the interview time. That's very good. Actually, you will get less questions. Okay. Second thing is you are explaining with the process. So customers or interviewers will give first preference to the candidates, those who are giving a process related answers in their interviews and all. Patching, everyone can tell, copy the patch file, next patch it. But if you give the explanation with the process, okay, first I'll raise a change request, I'll make sure that change is approved in the cab meeting, then I'll do all these health checks and all, I'll do all these pre-checks, then I'll proceed for patching, and after patching I'll do all these post patching steps and all. It will take minimum 10 minutes, guys. Believe me, if you tell only 3 lines words, you cannot even spend 1 minute also on that answer. But if you tell all these steps, at least 5 to 10 minutes you can spend on that question. So definitely in half an hour interview, if you are spending 5 to 10 minutes on one question means, and if you are explaining very clearly means, it will give you a lot of impression, guys. Okay. So always any question is asking means try to explain with the process. Okay. That will help you a lot. Chalo. So next we are going to discuss about security. What is the security? How we are going to secure the SQL servers? What is meant by authentication? What is meant by authorization? What is meant by server logins? What is meant by database users? What is principal? What is securable? How to give access on a single database? How to give access on a single table? So all these things we are going to cover. Security is not a black hole session, guys. It's not a kind of a confused session, confused topic and all. No, if you are very clear about this, it's very easy topic. I can complete security in 10 minutes also. That session also is there. Okay, why? Because not sure how many of you are going to concentrate, okay, on the theory part. But at the end of the session, okay, I'll tell you security in 10 minutes. Very simple, how to create logins, how to give access on database, how to give access on tables. Generally in the organization we'll do these things only related to security. Creating logins, giving access on specific databases, giving access on specific tables. These things only we'll do. So anyhow, I'll cover the same security topic in 10 minutes so that at least you will get some confidence how to give access. You will know how to give access and all. But try to concentrate, okay, in this 2 hour session, 2.5 hour session, so that you will get some internal knowledge and all how the things will work. Okay, chalo. Right. So security means I'll tell you guys.
Shanmugh,
Yes, yes.
I'm sending a message. It is showing you are not in meeting.
I'm not in meeting. Oh, I like that. Maybe you are sending to some other participant. I guess 2 participants will be there. Can you see any other Shanmukh?
To Shanmugh.
Only one Shanmukh. Okay, let me ping you, okay, so that you can reply to me, and let me check. Okay, I got your answer. Okay, patch file, right, .exe/qs I accept license terms. Okay, that's fine. And from where you got this query, Nisarg?
There are other ways also, commands, but we use them as we have ready commands in
Yes.
our list.
Yes. The same command is, I have already provided the same command in our notepad, so that's why I got doubt. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know what is meant by /qs?
Quick silent.
Not quick silent.
Quiet.
Quite simple. Quite simple. Okay. Q means quite, and qs means quite simple. Okay. So let them do some hard work. Let's see how many of them are going to complete the patching. Okay. Let's see. Okay, fine. Okay, so let me open this diagram, guys. Where is my drive? Okay, existing one. And where is my batch 49? Right. Okay. So let me explain, guys, how security will work, how we will generally log into the SQL server. So actually we have already discussed, okay, so but I'll explain again. Okay, clearly I'll explain, guys, so listen carefully. Okay, so imagine this is my Windows machine. or else imagine this is your laptop, guys. Imagine this is your laptop. Okay, listen carefully. Imagine this is your laptop. So who can log into this particular laptop, guys? Anyone tried, anyone observed using which account you are logged into your laptop? Anyone observed? Of course professionals will observe, but
Local
I'm asking
local
about,
admin user.
yes. Okay, so generally we'll use local admin, or say for example if you see my user account, so you can see this is my user account, Hemant. This is my user account. Using this account I am logging into the laptop. Probably you will also have your names while installation of OS. It will ask one username. There you are going to give one user account. So whenever you turn on your laptop, you will give password of that user account so that it is going to allow you. Okay. So let me show you the same Hemant account where I can see Windows R lusr.mgr.msc. Shortcut is lusr, local. L means local, USR means user, MGR means manager. Okay, open this shortcut. There you can see users and groups. Okay, users. Go to user section. See here, I can see 5 users in this machine. All other users are in disabled state. See here, arrow mark. You can see the down arrow. Down arrow means user is disabled. And the one that I am using currently, Hemant account, is enabled, guys. As Hemant account is there in this section, that's why I am able to use Hemant account to log into my laptop. If there is no Hemant account or Hemant account is disabled, I cannot use Hemant account to log into my laptop. Same in your case also, same thing will happen, guys. In your case also it's same. Check it. Check the user account under lusr.mgr.msc. As the user is there, those who are there in this list, users list, they all can access your laptop. Those who are there in this users list, if the user accounts are enabled, they all can access your laptop. Sometimes people now in Nisarg said will use local administrator. See this account, but in my case local administrator is in disabled state, so I cannot use local administrator. Okay, so this is how generally will work. Those who are there in this list, they only can log into my laptop. Sir, when it will be created during OS installation, you can give your own user account. If you don't give it by default, it will ask administrator, it will ask you to enable the administrator account. Automatically administrator account will be opened. Generally most of the people will use administrator account only. Sometimes they are going to give some custom user accounts also. Is it clear, guys? Say for example you are able to log into Gmail. How it is working? Without creating your Gmail account, can you log into Gmail? Is it possible, guys? Without creating Gmail account, can I use Gmail account to log into that particular mail and all? Not possible. You are going to create your Gmail account first. Once you created your Gmail account, by using those credentials, you are entering into the Gmail server. You are able to access the Gmail server. So why it is allowing? Why? Because initially you have already added as a user and you created your own account, you gave your own password. So while entering into that Gmail, it will ask the username and password. Once you give the username and password, it will validate, it will authenticate whether the same username password you are giving, or else you are giving a different combination of username and password. It will validate, guys, it will verify, it will authenticate whether the same user is logging or any other user is logging into the mailbox. So it will check it, guys. How it will check it? You have already created an account, right? So while creating that account you gave one password, right? So it will match it whether the one that you are giving to log into the Gmail is same as that is the one that you created earlier. Okay, so if you want to use any machine, you should have one login. Without login you cannot log into that particular machine, guys. Like Gmail, without login, without Gmail ID, anyhow you cannot log into your Gmail, right? In the same way, without any user account you cannot log into any server or laptop. Okay, how SQL Server authentication will work? How SQL Server authentication will work? So I'll tell you guys. So generally imagine this is the Windows machine. This is the Windows server. Windows server. Okay, imagine this is my Windows server, guys. So in this Windows server, I have a SQL server. Listen carefully, very simple. Okay, listen carefully. So in this SQL server, I have one database. Okay, I have one database. Imagine I have multiple databases. Okay, right. So now, for example, this is my server. Okay, what is the server IP address or server name? In our case, it is 192.168.137.40. How much it is? 47. Okay, let it be. No issues. Okay, we can check here also. 45. Okay, so which is 45 server. So this is my server, guys. This is my server. So now I am able to log into the server. I am giving one account, right? What is that account I am giving? Once the server is turned on, once the machine is on, I am giving one account. What is that account I am giving, guys? I am giving one user account and password. Anyone remember what account I am using?
Admin account.
Administrator account. I'm using administrator account. Why? Because while installation, during installation, don't know how many of you remembered, after installation of the operating system, it was asked me to set the password for administrator account. I don't know how many of you remembered that step. Okay, so as administrator is already part of this machine, I am giving administrator username and administrator password, both are matching. That's why it is allowing me to log into this machine. Instead of administrator, if I am giving Shanmukh and if I am giving password, it don't allow me. Why? Because Shanmukh user is not created in this server. If I am giving some other username, that's why in the organization, okay, even though you are a company CEO, it don't allow you to log into that server. Machine don't know that you are a CEO or security guard. Machine simply knows only one thing, whether your account is there with me, then I'll allow you. If your account is not there, I don't allow you. I don't know who you are. I'll recognize your account. If your account is there, I'll allow you. If your account is not there, I don't allow you. Okay, so administrator account is already created in this machine, so that's why it is allowing me to log into this machine, right? So how Windows authentication will work generally? Windows authentication means, imagine this is one user. Okay, user, imagine this is one guy, he is one guy. So now he want to connect to SQL server. Okay, he want to connect to SQL server. Imagine he is a DBA. He is a DBA. So if he is a DBA, he wants to connect to SQL server, right? Okay, so first what he will do, DBA means first he will go to the server, right? First he will enter into the server. DBS generally what they will do, first they will enter into the server. If this server has to allow this guy, imagine what is this guy name? Okay, imagine this guy name is something Kumar. Okay, he is a Kumar, right? If this machine has to allow Kumar into this machine, means first an account has to be created in the lusr.mgr.msc screen. Okay, first an account has to be created in the Windows level, in the Windows user section. In the Windows user section, first we have to create an account for him. Okay, first we have to create an account for Kumar in the Windows machine. Okay, so now Kumar is a part of Windows user section. 1 minute, guys. Right, okay, sorry for that. So now, if Kumar wants to log into this machine means, first an account has to be created. Imagine this is your laptop. Imagine this is you only. If you want to log into your laptop, even though that is administrator account you are using, but still administrator account has to be created, right? And if you see in the server, let me connect to the server. See what account I am using? What account I am using? Administrator. So I have to authenticate. Okay, whatever password I gave. So this password actually I gave during the installation of operating system, guys. Okay, that password only. So now it just validated. Okay, administrator is the username. Password I gave something DBA at the rate 123. Okay, both are matching. That's why it is allowing me to log into this server. If I'm using another username, it don't allow. Simply it will throw an error, no such user, or you don't have access to this server. Like that, it is going to throw an error, guys. And this is the server, right? Let me show you the user account. Okay, where I can see the users, guys. What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut?
LUSR.
LUSR mgr.msc. So this is my server user section I am showing. Earlier I shown you the local laptop. Okay, my laptop user section I shown you earlier, but this is your server user section. There you can see whoever there in that particular user section. There you will get an idea. Generally administrator will be there. See, if you open users, oh, see 4 users are there. Out of 4 users, only 1 user is enabled. Other users you can see disabled state only. For security purpose, generally other users will be in disabled state. So this user is enabled, right? So that's why I'm able to use administrator account to log into this machine. Is it clear? Any questions, any doubts here, guys? So if you want to log into any machine, you should be member of that machine. You should be member of that users in that machine. Then only it will allow you to enter into that machine. This is called Windows authentication. Means Windows level you are clearing your security. So this is called your Windows authentication. Authentication and authorization, guys. Authentication and authorization. What is meant by authentication and authorization, guys? Authorization means having access on one resource is called authorization. Okay, authentication means, what is meant by authentication, guys? Authentication means process of verifying the username and password is called authentication. Say for example, if you go to any shopping mall and all, you can see a power room, right? Big power room will be there. So on top of that, you can see a door for that power room. On the door, what you can see, guys, generally one board will be there. Authorized entry only. Not everyone. Like for example, if you see server rooms or if you see power rooms, you can see on the door you can see one board called authorized entry only. What is meant by authorization? You should have access to enter into that room. That is called authorization. You should have access to enter into that room. That is called authorization. For example, you are accessing server room. On that server room door you can see authorized entry only, right? That means those who are having access to enter into that room, they only can go inside the room. But while going inside the room, what you have to do? You have to verify, right, that you are a correct user, that you are using that room. You have to verify, right? How you will verify? How you will verify, guys? Generally the door will be locked. In what case the door can be unlocked? If you give thumbprint like biometric, it will be unlocked. Or if you are flashing your ID card, the door will be unlocked if you have permissions. Or if you are giving some passcode, the door will be unlocked. So that is called authentication. Accessing server room is authorization. While accessing, you will verify, right, by giving passcode or biometric or flashing ID card. So that is called authentication. You are verifying that you are a correct user to access that resource. Is it clear? Authentication and authorization. Is it clear, guys? Simple. Gmail. Having access on Gmail is called authorization. And while logging into the Gmail, you will give your username and password, right? That is called your authentication. Authentication is the process of verifying your username and password. Authorization means having access on some resource is called authorization. Okay, so now those who are part of the user section, they only can connect to the Windows server. They only can connect to the Windows server. So now you are part of this. Kumar is part of the Windows user section, guys, but is able to connect to SQL server, guys. Somehow you have access on the Windows server. Now can you connect to SQL server, guys, immediately? Is it possible? Will it allow you?
No.
If you are a member of Windows server, is it going to allow you to connect to SQL server? Tell me, guess it, guys. Guess
No.
it. No issues. Just
Yes,
guess
as
it.
a Windows
No.
authenticated user, it will be.
Okay. So will it allow or it won't allow?
It will allow.
It will allow. It should allow. Huh?
Yes.
It won't
Uh,
allow.
It won't allow.
I have one question. Like while we are installing SQL Server,
Mm.
if you are mentioning Windows authentication, I think it might allow. If you are
Mhm.
mentioning mixed mode, I'm not sure about it.
Mixed mode means both, right? Windows and
Both.
SQL authentication,
Okay.
right? So the answer is no. It won't allow. Okay, even though you are a local administrator in the SQL Server 2005, there is a bug. Okay, those who are inbuilt admins, they all can access SQL Server. So by default, Windows team is also able to access SQL Server, but this is only for SQL Server 2005. As they found, Microsoft found that is a bug. Windows people also they are getting access as a sysadmins. Why? Because Windows team generally local admins will be there, so they are simply getting access on SQL Server. So there is a bug in SQL 2005, so they removed that bug from 2008 onwards. So only in 2005 that will work, guys. Okay, they can, those who are local administrator, they can connect to SQL Server also. But again, okay, so I just want to tell you guys, sometimes if you go for 10 years interviews and all, they will ask this kind of questions. Okay, but generally, even though you are a member of Windows server, even though you are a member of that local users group, you cannot connect to SQL server. That is the security. Again, I have to give specific access to you. Again, I have to give access, guys. Again, I have to give access to the SQL server. Then only you are able to connect to the SQL server, guys. I can limit the user to connect to the SQL server. I can limit the user to connect to a specific database. I can limit the user to connect to a specific table also. Object level security is there. Table means objects. Object level security is possible in the SQL server. So don't think if you are a member of Windows server, you can connect to SQL server. By default answer is no, you cannot connect. Again, I have to give access to the SQL server. Giving access to SQL server means you can see, right, this logins list. This is the logins list for Windows server. In the same way, we are also having a logins list for SQL server. Okay, if you open Management Studio, I told you, right, those who are part of the logins, those who are part of the logins, they only can connect to SQL server.
Yes.
Other
Yes.
people, they cannot connect to SQL server. By default, those who are part of that logins list, they only can connect to the SQL server. Even though you are a local administrator, even though you are a Windows admin, even though you are a domain admin, still you cannot connect to a SQL server if you are not a, if you are not part of that particular SQL server logins list. So even though you are a member of Windows machine, don't think you can connect. Okay, you cannot connect. So why? Because in the SQL server there is one more section called logins section. You should be member of this login section, guys. Okay, you should be member of this login section. Those who are part of this logins list, they only can connect to my SQL server. So if I want to give access to Kumar on this SQL server, so I can give access so that he will be part of this logins list. Then he can connect to the databases and server based on his level of security. Is it clear, guys, how you are entering into the SQL server? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Any questions, any doubts till now? So first of all, if you want to connect to SQL server, you should be member of, okay, Windows server as of now. Why? Because again there is a next level, guys, in the organization. Generally will use a separate concept called Active Directory. So generally I'll tell you what are the challenges with this local users. I'll tell you. So we'll discuss about Active Directory later. There is a separate class on Active Directory, so nothing to worry. As of now, is it clear or not? Okay, first of all, if you want to enter into the server, you should be member of that server's users list. If you entered into the server, once user account is created for you, you cannot connect to SQL server. Why? Because again DBA has to create an account for you in the SQL server. This range you can see, right? Let me highlight. Okay, this part will be taken care by the DBA. This part, creating logins and all, will be taken care by the DBA. This part will be taken care by the Windows admin. Is it clear, guys? We don't have access to create local users and all. DBAs don't do that. That is a why? Because this user is a Windows level object. This login is a SQL level object. We will do our duties, they will do their duties, guys. We don't interfere, and even we don't have access to create Windows level users also. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Any questions, any doubts?
Sir, there is one question. Like
Yes, yes.
we don't call the SQL level the logins as users.
We don't call SQL level logins as users. No, no. I'll tell
Okay.
you the difference between login and user. Okay, very good question. There is a. I'll tell you. We'll discuss a lot of other things also. You will get it. Okay. I'm not able to find your emails, Nisarg. What happened? You gave your Gmail ID only, right?
Yeah, I'm not able to on both, not on Yahoo
No,
as
Yahoo. I don't give access. Why? Because we'll give in future. We'll give access to Google Drive, right? So Yahoo Mail don't work. So
okay.
I'll use only Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just type in your email ID, so I'll be able to search it in my Gmail. I'm not
Simply type
finding.
SQL DBA classes, guys, in the spam or in
I
the.
have some other links also coming in advertisements and other. They're showing up. I wanted your specific ID so that I could, pinpoint to that
You
email.
want to, guys, okay, do one thing. Search with this email ID then, okay. I'm posting this email ID in the chat. Everyone, Koni Dela Divya. Okay, search with this Gmail ID in your Gmail inbox or spam. Okay, you will get to know the attachments and all. Okay, I just shared in the
Okay, thank
Zoom
you,
chat.
thank you.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Fine. Okay, so there is a difference between a login and user. I'll tell you what is the difference between login and user. Windows level will call users. That's why I wrote users here, but I wrote logins here. There is a difference. Okay, Windows level users. Windows level will call users as users. SQL level will call users as logins. Okay, I'll tell you. Fine. Right, guys. Is it clear till now? How we will enter into the SQL server? Who can enter into the SQL server and all? Right now, even though you are a member of SQL Server, this Kumar is a part of SQL Server logins list. Can Kumar access all the databases, or can we limit Kumar to access a specific database?
We can limit him.
Of course. Okay, so now listen carefully. I can limit Kumar to access a specific database. I can limit Kumar to access a specific database. If I gave access to Kumar, listen carefully, this is very important in dealing the orphan users and also listen carefully. If I can give access to Kumar as a sysadmin so that he can control the whole SQL server, or I can give access to Kumar on a specific database also so that he can only access that specific database. He can only access that specific database, guys. He cannot touch other databases. What is this then? This is Kumar user. This is Kumar login. When you gave access to any database, to any login, one account will be created in the database, that is called user, database level user. Okay, so this is a parent, this is a child. This is a parent, this is a child. If you see here, you can see a grandfather relation. Okay, based on this user you are able to create this login. Based on this login, once you gave access to this login on any database, automatically one user account will be created in the database. Actually, logins cannot enter into the database. On behalf of login, one user should be there to help logins. That's why when you gave access to this Kumar on this database, Kumar user will be created. This is Kumar grandfather, this is Kumar father, and this is Kumar son, guys. Is it clear? Guys, any questions? Do you want me to explain again?
Yes, bro.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Very simple, very simple. So now if you see here, till now it is clear, right? Those who are part of this users list, they only can access the Windows machine. This is clear, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
You should be part of Windows level user section, LUS or MGR section, then only you are able to connect to the Windows machine. But those who are able to connect to Windows machine, they are all, that doesn't mean they are all can connect to SQL server. No. Who can connect to SQL server? Those who are part of this logins list. Okay, those who are part of this logins list, they only can connect. Sir, can I create, modify this logins list? Yes, you can create whenever you want. See here, logins list, those who are part of this logins list. See, I am able to connect to Windows server name / administrator, right? How? This is an user account actually. If you see here, see, as the account is already part of this logins list, that's why while connecting to the SQL server, you might ask, sir, it is not asking password. It don't ask password when you choose Windows authentication. Why? Because in the Windows level already you are a successfully verified account. Windows level already cross-checked. Okay, you gave already, while connecting to the server remotely, you gave username, administrator, and password, right? So Windows level you are already a successfully verified user. Why again it will verify in the SQL server? It don't verify. But account should be there. Account should be there in the logins list. So don't think it is not asking any username and password so that it will allow. No. When you open SSMS, you open one tool, one application. How you open? Using administrator account. You open. So automatically, okay, you will get this administrator account name. This account is already part of this logins list. That's why I'm able to connect to the SQL server. Clear? So now if you see here, if this account wants to connect to this database, okay, if this account wants to connect to this database, again I have to give access to this account on this database. Once you give access on a specific database, again in the database level also you will have one more security. In this user section, one account will be created. So on behalf of the administrator login, that administrator user will connect to this particular database. Logins can never enter into the database. On behalf of logins, users only can access the database. So when you gave access to this login on this specific database, on behalf of this login, one user account will be created with the same login name. If this is Kumar login, Kumar user will be created on the database. So if this Kumar wants to read the data from this database, this Kumar user will help to read the data. If this Kumar login wants to write the data to this database, this Kumar user will help to write the data. Kumar user is the representative of Kumar login. Clear? Now is it clear? But if you are a sysadmin means no need to create, generally it won't create any users in any database. Sysadmin will have the whole complete access. If you are a sysadmin, there is no question of users and all automatically. Of course, there is a question of users, but I'll tell you, DBO is the by default user. He will help to sysadmins. But generally, if you are not a sysadmin, if you want to access a specific database, I can give access on a specific database. Once I gave access on a specific database, automatically a user account will be created with the name of login account. So this is how this login can enter into that particular database. He cannot enter, but this user can help to connect to the database. Okay? Is it clear, guys? Any
Yes, sir.
questions? So in the same way, now tell me how many maximum users I can create for one login. How many maximum users I can create for one login? Can anyone tell me? Guess it. How many maximum users I can create for one login? Guess it, guys. Guess it.
One
50.
One for
one for one.
One
One
for
for
one.
each.
Maximum
One.
users. One for one. You are correct. Okay. So for one login, how many maximum users I can create?
50.
Why 50?
32767.
Why 32767?
That much users we can add.
Why? How?
I think it's in
It's in notes.
notes.
Very simple, very simple. There is no logic here. Very simple answer. Your answer is correct only, but justify your answer. How? Someone said 50. Why 50?
Sir, I simply guessed, sir.
Yes, then that's fine.
50 was those, I think, data instances, database.
Yeah, yes. So, how many databases are there in SQL Server? Maximum databases we can create in SQL Server. How many maximum databases we can create in SQL Server, guys?
326.
3272.
3272. Actually, yeah, actually 7 is there,
Yes.
including 5
System databases. Okay.
Yeah, system databases.
Imagine this is Kumar login. If I want to give access to this, when you give access to Kumar login on one database, one user will be created automatically, right? This is clear, right? So if I gave access to this Kumar on all the databases, how many users will be created? How many Kumars will be created?
32K.
Yes, that's it. If I gave access on one database, one Kumar will be created. If I gave access on all the databases, how many maximum databases are there? That many maximum users I can create. So I can create 32,767 logins. I can create 32,767 users for each login. Is it clear, guys? Now this is very important. Why? Because in future we'll discuss about orphan user. Orphan means what? What is the meaning of orphan? Those who don't have parents. Okay, suddenly someone deleted Kumar login, parent deleted. See how many orphan users came into the picture? How many? 3 orphan users. These 3 people will become orphans. So in future means we are going to cover in migration topic. So we'll cover how to find orphan users, in what case we'll get orphan users, how to fix orphan users. This is pakka interview question. Okay, so that's why this topic, you should be clear in this topic, guys. Giving permissions, again, matter of 10 minutes I can show you. Okay, but if you are clear in this zone, then it is very easy to understand security related things and all. Okay. Fine, guys, can we proceed? Any questions here, please? So now I'll tell you.
I have a question.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Actually, if you give the permission for one user database, it will if suppose you access for a read access,
Hmm.
in the table also it will allow.
Hmm. I'll tell you level of access, okay? I'll tell you can limit, anyhow you can limit, okay? If you give read access on the whole database, he can read all the tables in the database. If you give write access on the whole database, he can write everything to all the tables in that database only, not in other database. Okay?
Sir, is there any limitations to logins? How many logins? Any ఉండొచ్చు?
32,767 only. Logins also same, users also same. Right? Any other questions, guys? No questions?
Like
Your
so,
voice is breaking. Yes, please tell me.
are you able to hear me now?
Now, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're saying like this Kumar is the like person who want to get into the Windows server, and if he can only can get into the Windows server if he is part of the user list, and once he's in the user list, he can now go to this SQL server if he's part of the logins list,
Correct,
and
correct.
and if
For
he's
example,
part of the
if someone
yeah,
comes to you and if he is asking, for example, one new developer joined in your organization. If someone comes to you and he is asking access, hey, DBA, I want to access so and so server 192.168.137.45, or else I want to access one database in 192.168.137.45. Then what we have to do? Then we have to tell to him, hey, you, whatever he is, imagine he is a Kumar only, or some Suresh. Hey Suresh, first you do one thing. Go to Windows team. Ask them to create one user account for you. Why? Because I told you, right, this will be done by Windows team. Ask them to create one user account for you. Once they created a user account, then I will be able to create a SQL login for you. Once I created a SQL login, I can give you access on whatever database you want. Okay, so if anyone is having one, if anyone is asking the permissions, first they have to complete this step from Windows side. Windows team has to create one account for them, then only we can create a, like, see, if you want to
Group
create
access
SQL
also we
login,
can, you know.
1 minute, if you want to create this login without user, I cannot create this login. So it should be created. Who will create this user? Windows team. So Windows team first they have to complete their activity. Then only I can create a login for this guy. Okay. Then only I can give access on any of the database or any of the table. Yes, someone is asking question.
clear, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, for group access also we can
I'll tell
give
you.
the.
I'll tell you how group level access will work. Okay. That is also important concept. I'll tell you how group concept will work. Huh? Right. But the challenge is, imagine this is one server only. Like that I am having 1,000 servers, or imagine let's go for 100 servers. Kumar is a DBA. Imagine Kumar is a DBA. So he's a DBA, right? He wants to access all the 100 servers, right? So if Kumar wants to access this 45 server, I have to create an account for Kumar, right? Right or not, guys? I have to create an account for Kumar, right? So for one server, I have to create a Kumar account so that he can access that particular server. Imagine I'm having 100 servers. I have to create how many Kumars, guys? In each server, I have to create one Kumar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
100 servers means 100 Kumars I have to create, right? 1,000 servers means 1,000 Kumars I have to create. I am managing 7,000 servers, so 7,000 Shanmukhs they have to create. Imagine I left the organization, I just switched the organization. Okay, so they have to remove my access from 7,000 servers, guys. If any new person came into the team, I have to give access on all the 7,000 servers, means 7,000 Kumars has to be created. And again, if he left the organization, 7,000 users has to be removed. Is it going to work, guys? Is it a good practice? No, right? So that's why generally we don't, or the organization don't entertain creating local users. Okay, so domain will come into the picture. Okay, what is this, guys? Domain, Active Directory. At this moment it's very too what I can say, too early to discuss Active Directory, so I don't cover this now. So we have a separate topic, okay, after backups, after migration and all, we'll cover about Active Directory. So this user or the group will be created in the, okay, this user or this user will be created in the Active Directory, guys. So if you are a member of Active Directory, okay, if you are a member of Active Directory, so like this, how many servers are there? And all the servers, this Kumar will be accessible, guys. Okay, if you are a member of Active Directory, like this, if 100 servers are there or 1000 servers are there, I can give. Why? Because generalized user I created, this user can be part of this server, this user can be part of this server. You can create, guys, you can create how many servers you want to give access. You can simply give access to that many servers, guys. Okay, so now don't worry about Active Directory, I will discuss, guys. Don't worry. Okay, at this moment don't worry. So this is the challenge, so keep this in mind. So there is a challenge if I am creating users in the local machine. Again, I have to remove him if he left the organization. Again, if any new person joined in the organization, again I have to create an account for him. It's a headache. So that's why generally we don't prefer to create local users and all. So this will be discussed in the Active Directory concept. So as of now, you don't worry about Active Directory. Concept is same, but instead of local user, we'll create in a common place called Active Directory. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, so take a break, guys. Come back at 8:35. Okay, so we'll discuss other things as well. Huh? Yeah, I'll be in mute. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Any doubts? No questions? Right, fine. Okay, so let's continue, guys, now. Right, so as of now, let's go with this user only. Okay, with a single user. Right. Fine, this is clear, right? Up to here it is clear, right? If you have any questions, just let me know. Right, okay. Chalo then. So Windows authentication. Okay, Windows authentication means even though that is a Windows authentication login or SQL authentication login. Okay, we have two types of logins, guys. Windows login, SQL logins. Okay, we have two types of logins. Windows logins, two types of logins. Okay, one is Windows logins, second one is SQL logins. So Windows logins means the logins that are going to use Windows authentication. The logins that are going to use Windows authentication is called Windows login. The logins that are going to use mixed mode authentication or SQL authentication. Okay, so that is called your SQL logins. Other than this, we have a different concept called group logins. Just now we discussed. I'll tell you what is the use of the groups generally when we'll prefer groups. Okay, how to create group logins and all will be discussed, guys. Okay. So now Windows logins or SQL logins, whatever we discussed, that is common, guys. Even though that is a Windows login or a SQL login, whatever we discussed, that is common. Okay, so that is common guys, pakka, whatever, like whenever you gave access, okay, Windows login or SQL login, so the same level of access will be there, even though that is a Windows login, even though that is a SQL login, access is same guys, functionality is same. Okay, Windows login means he can extra do Windows level activities. So generally developers, they don't do any Windows level activities, right? DBS will do lot of Windows level activities. Okay, so we have to copy the files, we have to delete the backup files, some old backup files and all, we have to delete it manually. We have to copy files from one location to another location. That is a Windows level activity. Developers, they don't do such kind of activities. Okay, like a Windows admin can be a sysadmin, a Windows login can be a sysadmin, a SQL login also can be a sysadmin. So permissions wise there is no difference. Windows logins means Windows level they can do some extra things and all. Okay, so even though you are a sysadmin, even though you are a Windows login or SQL login, there is no difference at all. Right, now what is this group login? Okay, Windows level SQL login, that's fine, but what is this group login? So generally in the organization, just now we discussed, if I am having 100 servers, I have to create 100 users, which is a headache process. Okay, I have to create 100 users for you. Or else imagine 3 people are there, 3 developers are there, imagine 3 developers are there. Okay, so we have 3 developers, one more developer. Okay, Control Z. So these 3 developers are there, these 3 developers wants to connect to database. Developers means they will have same level of access, right? All the developers will have same level of access. So if I want to give access, generally what I have to do, I have to create an account for this guy, and I have to create a SQL login for this guy, and I have to give a specific access, and again for this guy also same, again for this guy also same. Imagine if it is 3 logins, imagine if it is 30 logins. For all of them I have to create accounts in SQL Server, and I have to again give access on each and every database. Giving access to each and every login on each and every database will be a like it will create lot of headaches, guys. Okay, it will take time also. So what we will do, instead of doing like that, I am going to group these logins together. I'll group these logins together, guys. I'll group these logins together. Okay, so right click to back. So I'll group these logins together, guys. So what I'll do, I'll simply create a group level login. I'll simply create a group level login. Okay, so if I create a group level login, what will happen, guys? If I create a group level login, what will happen? Okay, if I create a what happened to the circle? Okay, fine. So the whole group will have same level of access, guys. Like this guy is having what kind of access? The group members, all the group members will have same level of access. So instead of giving on individual database, what I'll do, I'm going to give access to the whole group on that particular database. So whoever there on that group, they all can access my database. Instead of giving individual access to individual users, I'll create a group level login, and I'll give access to the particular database. Whatever access they need, I can give access. Sir, can I give different access to different users in the same group? That is not possible. Why? Because you are giving access to the group, not exactly a particular user. Okay, so now I can give access to the whole group. Okay, so whoever part of that group, they can enjoy the same kind of permissions. Whoever part of that group, they can enjoy same kind of permissions. So to avoid multiple logins, generally we'll prefer group logins. In the organization, will prefer group logins, guys. Why? Because developers generally 100 people, 200 people will be there. For all 200 people giving access on multiple databases, not only single database. For all to imagine if 100 servers are there, out of 100, imagine if I'm handling 1000 databases. In each server 10 databases means 1000 databases if I'm handling. So for each user, giving access on 1000 databases is a big headache. And again, removing access is also big headache, guys. So what I'll do, I'll create a group login for them. All 300 people, I'll create one group. I means the Windows team will create a group. Okay, and Windows team, once Windows team created a group, then I'll create a SQL login for them. For that group login, I can create a SQL login. So whoever there in the particular group, in the whole group, they all can access this database. So instead of 300 logins, I can manage the same task with a single group login. Imagine if 3000 developers are there, instead of 3000 developers in this logins list, I can simply create all 3000 developers into one group. I can simply give access to that group on that specific database. All 3000 people will get access, same level of access. Is it clear, guys? If someone left the organization, we'll simply remove that person from that group, so permissions won't be impacted for others. We'll simply remove him from the group, that's it. Clear, guys? Group level access, group level logins.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So now what we'll do, so we discussed about authentication and authorization. So we discussed about Windows authentication, SQL authentication, and we discussed about the group level logins also. So other than this, you can see a principal and securables. Okay, so very simple definition. Principal means
Actually, there is one doubt.
Yes, please.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Yeah. So as you said, group we can. Can you please minimize this?
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. So as you said that in a group we can give the access to the particular database. So what type of access we give on read and write, or even
see,
if
forget about type of access. Again, you're asking same question. We'll discuss. We have server roles concept, database level roles concept, database roles. So there we'll discuss what role will give what kind of access.
Okay.
Sir, what access I have to give means at this moment you don't have clarity, but generally we will get a request from the user. So and so user is accessing right access on this so and so database. If they didn't mention in that way, you have to ask, hey Suresh, what kind of access you need? I see that you raised a request to access one database. What kind of access you need? You need write access, read access. So we'll check with the user only what kind of access we need. Okay. So based on that, we'll discuss about server roles and database roles. Okay, now I guess we'll start server roles in a moment. So there you will get the clarity what kind of access we have to give. Generally, what kind of access they are asking, that kind of access we'll give. If they're asking sysadmin, if you have proper approvals, we can use sysadmin. We don't do anything. Why you are asking sysadmin? I don't allow you. We are not here to stop them. We are here to allow them only. So they will mention the level of permissions in the ticket. Based on the permissions, you can give access, whether it is a reader, writer, sysadmin, whatever it is, DB owner, anything. Okay, we'll discuss different level of permissions. Then you will get the clarity. Okay.
Sure.
Any other questions?
Sir, is one like you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear.
So for the group logins, you said like we can have as many like people there, say developers group, then all developers can have same access to the get into the SQL server.
Correct.
So can how like you have shown like the individual one, like the where we have the single users there. We have seen it going into the server like by when we do the RDP, that's the window authentication there, and then going into inside accessing a particular SQL server instance. And can we see like the logins, group logins, how it works?
Same level of, see, if you give the access to the whole group, imagine SQL DBA group I created. If I give access to the SQL server for the whole group, same user will be created, but the username will be SQL DBA username. That's it. Whatever login name is there, same level of user will be created with same name. It will be created. Concept is again same, whether it is a Windows login or SQL login or group login, concept is same. Permissions are same. Functionalities are same. Only difference is Windows means individual logins. Okay, group means group logins. That's it. And when I give access to the whole group on this database, yes, again in the security in the user section, again there is a user will be created for this group. Concept is same, there is no difference. Don't think if 3 people are there in this group, 3 users will be created in the database. No, only one user will be created. That user will be helpful for the group. You have to see in the group view, not in the individual personal view and all. You have to see as a group. That is also one Windows login only, but to avoid confusion, we can add multiple users to that group. That's it.
So like if we have the 5 people outside here and they want to get into this Windows server, and we say we just to create one there, and then we these all 5 people, they point to group user.
Correct. If you want, you can group them.
Okay.
Yeah. But who will do these things? Windows team. We don't create group users, groups and all. Windows team only will create. This is a Windows level activity. Whatever users you can see, this is SQL server, this is Windows server. See, you have to observe the difference. Okay, if you are part of this section will be taken care by the Windows team. Only we are taken care by this. We'll take care of this section only, this area only. We don't take care of creating users or groups and all. So first they have to go to Windows team. Hey Windows team, create a group login for my group. They will create. Once they created, then I am able to create a SQL login in the SQL server for that specific group.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
you. Yeah. Okay, guys. So what we'll do? Let's create one by one. Let's create a Windows login first, and then SQL login, and then group login. Okay. We'll discuss that today, and tomorrow morning we'll discuss about server roles, and then we'll discuss about other things like giving access on databases and on a specific tables and all we'll discuss. Right, so let's create a Windows login first. How to create a Windows login? I told you for creating Windows login what I should have. This is a login, right? If I want to create a Windows login, what is the prerequisite, guys? If I want to create a Windows login, what is the prerequisite? You can see in the diagram.
It should be the registered user in the Windows.
Yes, I should have Windows level user. I told you, right? If you are part of this section, as you can see here, lusr.mgr.msc, where is that? Yeah, here. Okay, if you see here, administrator is part of it, and Hemant is part of this laptop. Okay, that's why I'm able to access. In the same way, if you want to create a Windows level login, first you should have Windows level user. So this will be done by the Windows team actually, but we are the Windows team, we are the SQL team, right, throughout practice. So I'll create a Windows level user. Before creating Windows level user, let me show you the error. What error we will get it, okay? Security, expand, logins, right click. Let's go with Kumar only, okay? I want to create a Windows level login, right click, new login. See, if you choose Windows authentication means you are creating Windows level login. If you choose SQL authentication means you are creating SQL login. Okay. Select Windows authentication. Click on search button. Now Kumar I want to create. Check names. I'll get the error. An object user built-in security principal. Principal means, oh, sorry, let me continue this discussion. Actually, I stopped in the middle. Principal means those who are accessing the resources or objects is called principal. Which objects they are accessing? Which objects they are accessing? That object you can call it as a securable. Those are securables. For example, login is a principal. Those who are accessing the server objects means databases, tables, everything. Those who are accessing server objects, he is called a principal. Which resources he is accessing, which objects he is accessing, like table, database. So databases and tables are securables, logins are principals. Principal means who are accessing, securable means which resource they are accessing. Shanmukh is a principal. I can access databases. Databases are securables. Tables are securables. Okay, right. Now if you see here, I am getting one error. Okay, so it is saying Kumar is not existed. See, name cannot be found for Kumar. Check the selected object types and locations, it is saying. Click close button, click cancel again. Okay, now let's create Kumar. I told you, right, we should have Windows level user. That's why we are getting error. So I have to create user first. Right click here in the lusr.mgr.msc screen, new user. This time I'll create Kumar. Tab, password I am giving one strong password, @123. User must, okay, I am checking these two. Just wanted to show this will be done by the Windows team, guys. You don't worry. Kumar will check with Windows team. Windows team will create an account for you, for Kumar. Okay, so just create. Done. Now you can see Kumar, right, in this section. Now again go to this SQL server, right click, new login, search. Now type Kumar. Earlier I got error. Now I'll get Kumar name. This is computer name / Kumar. If I click OK, now see, you don't see Kumar in this list, right? Kumar, you don't see it. Currently I don't give any access to Kumar. Okay, I don't give any access to Kumar. Let's see whether Kumar is able to connect or not. Okay, if I want, I can give access, but I don't give any access. I'll simply create Kumar login. Let's see whether he is able to connect or not. Okay, that's it. Click OK. Done. See, now Kumar is added. Now tell me, guys, Kumar can connect to SQL server or not? I didn't give any access to him. Just I created an account. Kumar is able to connect to SQL server?
Yes.
He can connect. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, he can connect to the server, but cannot access the database now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Correct. So yes, as I told you, right, who are part of this list, they all can connect to the SQL server. When you create a login, by default, this login will get a connect permission to server, but he cannot do anything. He cannot access any database. He cannot open any database. He cannot access any tables also. Okay, so now I want to connect as a Kumar. Can anyone please help me? I want to connect as a Kumar, guys, to SQL server. Can anyone please help me? How can I connect to Kumar? How can I connect to SQL server using Kumar account? I'll give you a gift. If you tell me the answer, I'll give you a gift. Now I want to get Kumar here in the administrator section. Instead of administrator, I want to get Kumar. Why? Because Kumar wants to connect, right? Kumar cannot use administrator account. Sorry?
We have to change the server name.
Change server name. Okay. How come? How come I created a Kumar account in this server? How we will change the server name?
No, it's no need to change the server name. We should go to the options and choose change the username.
Oh, okay.
We should have, yeah.
Options.
Yes.
Okay. Here
And,
where I have to
yeah.
change the username?
Addition
The login section.
Sir, we have to log in from like a new and from the new like a user by taking user as Kumar there. When we use login to the SQL server by using login as our the Kumar there, and then we will be able to.
Can you show me how? Can you guide me?
Yeah, if you show me the same window, if you showed like the before when you connect,
okay.
yeah, the connect, yeah, the connect, yes.
Okay.
And here, here, if you
think logically. Here, what I have to do?
If you the authentication
Okay, authentication.
We have to enter /Kumar after host name.
Where?
Sec-
Where I have
SQL,
to
yes,
enter?
SQL, yes, SQL.
SQL authentication. Okay.
Yeah, now here you
It
give
gives an
the
error
mark.
because it's only Windows authentication.
But I created a Windows login. How can you use SQL authentication? Can I use like that?
No, we should go to the options and select from this.
Options. Someone is saying options since beginning.
Yeah, additional connection parameters.
Additional connection parameters.
It's not there.
Okay.
Connection properties.
Connection properties. Where it is? Where it is? Okay. Connection properties. Yeah. Additional connection properties only.
Yeah, near the login.
Second one after login.
Second one. Connection properties. Okay.
Yeah. And connect to the database network protocol. Connect to the database. So,
We'll start studio which we created just now.
Sorry. We'll start studio with a
User we created Kumar.
So
it will give Windows authentication.
ఏదో ఒకటి చేయి.
ఏదో ఒకటి చేయాలా?
సార్ సారీ సార్ నేను మైక్ ఆన్ లో ఉందని చూసుకోలేదు.
ఓకే ఓకే చూసుకోండి.
సార్ మిమ్మల్ని కాదు నేను పక్కన వాళ్ళకి ఆన్సర్ చెప్పా. సారీ సార్.
ఓకే అండి. ఓకే పర్లేదు. నో ఇష్యూస్. Yes, guys.
Sir,
Tell me. Yeah.
Sir, one is like which I think like logically, if we get out from here, this and then log in with the Kumar instead of admin. That's
So you
the
want
one
me
way.
to sign out from this server and I have
Right.
to sign in as Kumar.
No, not necessary. You start studio as a different user.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah,
So both
studio.
are correct answers. Both are correct answers. Now we can see how I got administrator here, guys. If you think logically, how I got administrator here, because I logged in as administrator. So that's why when you open any application with this username, automatically that username you will get it. So if I want to get, see, the server name is computer name / Kumar. Here if I want to get Kumar, I have to sign out from this server and I have to sign in as Kumar using Kumar account. Then I am able to open SSMS. There I can see Kumar account, or else we can use run as different user. Okay, I can open SSMS with run as different user. See, right click here. Okay, you will get a management studio. Hold shift button plus right click. Hold shift button and right click. Okay, there you can see run as different user option. If you just right click here, you don't see different user. Hold shift and right click, run as different user. So now you have to give Kumar account and Kumar password. While creating Kumar account, I gave one password, right? So now I have to give. Now SSMS will open with a different user. This tool will open with a different user. So there also you can see, guys, generally we don't test it. Again, I am saying just to make sure the things are very clear. I am explaining all these things. So don't worry, don't frighten like security is like this. No, just to show you how Kumar is able to connect. That's why I'm showing all these things. But in the organization, we'll create Kumar login and we'll give access. That's it. Our business will be completed. So again, I don't test whether, why? Because why you have to test SQL Server? Lot of people test it, right? You should know how to give, you should know how it will work. That's it. Okay. So just to make the things clear, that's why I'm opening SSMS with Kumar account. But in the organization, we don't test it. So people will think like this also we have to do. No, once you gave the access, once we created the login, that's it. Our business is completed. Our job is done. That's it. We don't involve in testing and all. Okay. So now let me show you the SSMS will open with Kumar account. Then we can connect to SQL server, the same SQL server. Right. Now you can see, right, Kumar. Now you can see Kumar. Okay. Click connect. That's it. So in this way, see now, even though I didn't give any access, but still Kumar can connect. Why? Because by default, every login will get connect permission to SQL server. He cannot do anything. Kumar cannot expand any databases. He will get the error. See, not accessible. Why? Because Kumar doesn't have permissions. Kumar doesn't have permissions to access any of the database. Kumar not even see, he is not able to see other logins also. Kumar can see default login SA and his login only he can see. Don't think this is a separate server. Both servers are same. Administrator, this is administrator connection and this is Kumar connection. That's it. Okay. Right, this is how generally we'll create a Windows login. For SQL login, if I want to create a SQL login, how to create SQL login? Very simple. Right click, new login. Instead of Windows, choose SQL authentication. See, for SQL login, there is no prerequisite. For Windows login, only prerequisite is there. Windows user should be created. For SQL login, there is no prerequisite. So I can still create a Kumar same login. Okay, I can still create Kumar 123 123. Okay, click OK. Right, see what is the difference between Windows login and how to identify a Windows login and a SQL login, guys? Can you tell me now? How to identify a Windows login and a SQL login?
Windows login will have server name.
Correct. Windows logins generally will have machine names, server names. SQL login generally it won't be prefixed with any machine name and all. Okay, now Kumar wants to connect, guys. Now tell me how Kumar can connect.
What
Kumar
about
SQL.
top two?
What about top two?
Top two.
These two
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, those two lines.
These two are default logins that will be created after installation.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't use it. So if you see red mark means disabled logins. These logins are disabled. Right. So now this SQL login Kumar wants to connect to SQL server. Now tell me how Kumar can connect to SQL server now, guys. Tell me. Help me now.
Connect.
Connect. Okay.
Authentication SQL.
Very good.
SQL server
authentication logins. I have to choose SQL authentication. I have to give Kumar login and password 123. Click connect. Right? I am getting error. Login failed for user Kumar. How to troubleshoot? Guys, in security we'll get very common error called 18456. Error number 18456. Very commonly we'll get this error 18456. Okay, so remember guys, this error 1845. Sometimes in the interviews also they will ask what is 18456 error. Okay, 18456 means if any login is trying to connect to SQL server, if we don't have access or if his account is not created, generally we'll get 18456 error. Okay, 18456 error related to the security. So now still why I'm getting error? Can anyone help me to troubleshoot this error? Login failed for user Kumar. Microsoft SQL Server error 1. Guys, if you want to become a good DBA, I'll give you one best tip. You know what is the best tip? Can anyone tell me what is the best tip to become a good DBA? Always read the error properly and completely. Sometimes if error comes na, something went wrong, so I am getting error. So they don't even read the error properly. Believe me, some of the errors it will contain solution in that error itself. If you read 2-3 times itself, you will get a hint how to fix that error and all. Okay, always you should be you should have patience, guys. If you want to become a DBA, you should have patience. Try to read the complete errors and all. It's very important. Okay, click OK. I'm getting this 18456 error. So click OK and click cancel, where we can see the login errors and all. Expand the management. Expand the SQL Server logs. These are SQL Server error logs. Okay, double click on current error log. So let's see whether anything is logged in here. We'll see. Okay, now I can see log on error. What is the error? Click on this error and just drag it up. There you can see the error. Login failed for user Kumar. Reason: an attempt to login using SQL authentication failed. Server is configured for integrated authentication only. Now you got the hint, guys, how to fix this error. Now you got the hint. It is
Yeah, we
saying
need to connect only for integration service.
only
Integrated authentication.
integrated. What is meant by integrated authentication?
When you're installing the SQL server, given Windows.
Very good. Integrated authentication is nothing but Windows authentication only. So I don't know how many of you remember, during installation of SQL Server, I choose Windows authentication. So it will allow only Windows level logins. It don't allow SQL level logins. Okay, how to change the authentication after installation? Go to instance properties, go to security. See here, Windows authentication only selected. Please be muted. Done. Okay. 1 minute. I'm missing the messages. Yes. First we need to give permissions to access. Okay. Right. Okay. And chalo. Where is this? So if you see here, Windows authentication is only there. So only Windows logins can connect, guys. That's why my SQL login is failed to connect. So you have to choose this one, SQL and Windows authentication. So then only SQL logins can connect. Windows logins also can connect. Some of your configuration changes will not take effect until SQL server is restarted. So you'll get to know you changed a server level settings. So to apply the settings, you have to restart the SQL server. Then only new settings will be applied. So let me restart it. Yes. Okay. Yes again. Right. Okay. So now try to connect to the SQL server using Kumar login now. Change the authentication to Kumar tab 1 2 3. Okay. So now see, earlier we got an error. Now what it is saying, it is asking to change the password. Why? Because you might get one doubt, sir. We are creating access to others. So while giving access, while creating logins, we'll only give the password, right? So we know their password, right? I can misuse the password, right? Okay, if that is your question, so I'll show you. Okay, let me, I have to fix this one first. Okay, so here I have to, while creating the login, generally you have to, there is one option called enforce password policy, and change the login password in the next logon. Okay, so immediately if you are logging with a default password, it will ask you to change the new password only for the first time, not next time onwards. Okay, so I'm giving another password. Okay, at the rate 1234. Password didn't match. 4 1 2 3 4. Right. See, now Kumar is connected, guys. The servers are same. This server and this server both are same. This is administrator connection. This is Kumar connection. That's it. If you go to a 5-star hotel, generally, okay, suites will be there, suites will be there, and deluxe rooms will be there, executive rooms will be there, right? So if you go for a executive room, so you will get different features and all. If you go for a deluxe room, you will get some extra benefits. If you go for a suite, you will get a everything will be unlocked for you. You can use the whole, you will get a 2 rooms or 3 rooms kind of thing. You will get a complete suite and food free, everything is free. So like that, this and this both are same. This is administrator connection having sysadmin access, so he can see all the objects, but this is a basic permissions where he cannot see and he cannot access, okay, any of the objects. See, Same kind of errors Kumar will get. Why? Because Kumar don't have access on any of the database. See here, administrator can see agent, but Kumar cannot see any agent. Can you see any agent here after integration services? No. Why? Why? Because Kumar doesn't have permissions to see agent also. Don't think two servers. No, only one server. This is administrator connection. This is Kumar connection. That's it. Is it clear, guys? Creating a Windows login, SQL login, connecting to the server. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now
It's clear.
let's go with a group level login. Okay, this time I'll create a group. Group level login is only there for Windows authentication. There is no group level login for SQL Server authentication. So what I'll do now, I'll create 3 users and one group. I'll add those 3 users into that group. Okay, let me check the participants. Tell me, guys, tell me your names. I'll create 3 usernames. Tell me any of your names. Tell me, guys.
Herman.
Hemanta. Harman, sorry. Tab. 1, 2, 3, tab. 1, 2, 3. See here. See password, Harman password I know actually. Okay, but here if you see user must change password at next login, right? So even though I know password, I'll give passwords to Harman. Hey Harman, this is your password. So Harman will log in for the first time using default password. Later, Harman will get a pop-up to change his password immediately. So Harman will change his password immediately. So even the DB also don't know Harman's password. Please be muted, Harman. Please, I'm getting part of this. Thank you. Okay, so this is how generally it will work, guys. Okay, create. Now tell me 2 more users, guys. Tell me 2 more names. Rajkumar. Tab. 1, 2, 3, tab. 1, 2, 3, create. Next.
Sanjay.
Tab. @1, 2, 3. @1, 2, 3. Done. 3 users are created. Okay, now you can see Harman and Rajkumar and Sanjay. Now let's create a go to groups. Let's create a group. Right click, new group. Group name is SQL DBA. All these people are SQL DBA. I am going to add Rajkumar, semicolon, Harman, semicolon, Sanjay. I can add all at a time. Check names. I can see all. If I want to add, for example, I want to add Nirmal now. Okay, I cannot add Nirmal. Okay, check names. Why? Because I didn't created any username Nirmal. So name not found error, you will get it. Okay, so like this it will work, guys. Now if I click OK, all 3 people are part of the SQL DBA group and click on create. That's it. Now what I'll do, guys, see, listen carefully now. Now I am going to open this account, this with run as different user. Right click, new user, run as different user. So this time I'll use Rajkumar account. Rajkumar. Can Rajkumar connect to this instance, guys? Okay, so it is asking you to change the password and all that, so it is not allowing. But can Rajkumar connect? See, the user password must be changed before logging on the first time.
They should log with
or else what I'll do, I'll do like this. Okay, users Rajkumar, I'll uncheck that option. Okay, so that I don't get that error. Click OK. So but again every time Rajkumar don't use the whole group name, right? Someone said you can use group name to log in. Are you sure? Can we use group name to log into the SQL server? Why? Because in that case, what is the meaning of group level login? Everyone, those who are having that group level group name and password, they can easily connect to SQL server, right? Where is the security? I cannot share my group name and group passwords to each and every user in that group, right?
Right.
Okay, Rajkumar, again this time I am giving, and I am giving the password 1, 2, 3. Right, now SSMS is opening. Let's see whether Rajkumar can connect or not. Guys, don't worry at all if you don't understand anything. Nothing to worry. Tomorrow morning I'll tell you a 10 minutes discussion on security. What a DBA will do related to security. That's it. Nothing to worry. Very simple. Just to show you, to make the things clear only, I am explaining all these things. Okay. Those who are really interested to learn internals. Okay. Sir, don't teach all these things. Just tell me just outer layer, how to give access on a database, how to give access on a table. That will be discussed tomorrow. Anyhow, I'll discuss briefly. Okay, I'll discuss completely now, and tomorrow I'll give you a brief discussion how to give access on a specific objects and all. So nothing to worry. If you don't understand, no issues. Okay, nothing to worry. See, now I can see Rajkumar. Let's connect to SQL Server. Definitely I'll get the error. Login failed for the user. Now go to this main SQL Server. I told you, right, everything will be logged. Every error will be logged inside the SQL Server error log. Go to management. There you can see SQL Server logs. Open current error log. There you can see why Rajkumar login is failing. We can see here. Login failed for user Rajkumar. What it is saying, could not find a login matching name provided. Guys, I just created only Windows level user. That's it. Only Windows level group I created. I didn't create any login for the whole group. I have to create login, right? I don't see SQL DBA group login here. So right click, new login. Okay, search. This time what I'll give, whole name I'll give, group name I'll give SQL DBA's check names. Okay, I'll get there. Very common. Go to object types, select groups also. Click OK. Now check names. Now you can see computer name / group name. Click OK. Right, now I am not giving any access. Just click OK. Now earlier, see, now group login is created. Okay. Now again try to connect as a Rajkumar. Okay, earlier I got the error, right? Rajkumar, click OK. Again connect now. Immediately it will take effect, guys. It don't take time also. Immediately. Earlier I got the error. Why? Because there is no group level login. After creation of group level login, Rajkumar is able to connect to a SQL server. Is it clear? Now the other two people, Sanjay and Harman, they also can connect to this SQL server. But other people, those who are not part of this group, later if Sanjay got a good opportunity in another company, Sanjay want to left the organization, simply they will remove Sanjay from this group, so Sanjay cannot access. That's it. But who will do these things? Windows team. Adding users, creating groups, removing users from the group will be done by the Windows team. Okay? Chalo guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it clear, guys? Yes. Any questions? No questions? Are we good? Right. Yeah. Okay. If we are good, how to identify the difference between a Windows login, SQL login, and a group login? Can anyone tell me?
Yeah, SQL login will start with a name.
Okay.
Windows login will start with a server
Okay.
class.
Okay.
Group name will show group icon.
Very good. Okay, you can see the icon is different. One server with two people are there. I don't know whether you can see or not. So one server with two people are there. This is called your group login. Okay, and just only one username, and if you see the name, that is your Windows login. Only a single name without computer name, that is your SQL login. Okay, and this is how you can identify which one is SQL login, which one is group login, which one is Windows login, guys. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the server roles, how to give access to sysadmin. Okay, what each role will do, what kind of permissions are there. So server roles, database roles, and again we discuss a brief how to give access on specific database and table and all. So we'll discuss, guys. Okay, that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are good to disconnect for now, and tomorrow we'll connect at 7 a.m. with same meeting link.
Sir, just one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, like how many people can connect to the RDP? Like
at a time, two people. At a time, two people can connect.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Any other questions? Chalo guys, tomorrow morning we'll meet at 7 a.m. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.